Good evening, everybody. Welcome to our yin practice this evening. Feel free to grab a mat. If you have a block that you would like to use, a blanket, any props that you need for tonight's practice, feel free to grab. And then when you're ready, start to come to a seated posture. Whatever seat feels good in your body tonight. Maybe your legs are crossed, half lotus, maybe your legs are long. Just find your posture. And take an inhale, maybe shrug your shoulders with your inhale, and exhale, let your shoulders round back. And another inhale, and do a couple inhales and exhales as you roll your shoulder blades back. After a couple rolls on your exhale, let your shoulders just drop down your back. Nice and relaxed shoulders. Elongate your spine. Palms can be up, they can be down. Your thumb can grab your middle finger, your peace finger, or maybe you need a little more grounding, your hands are down. Taking a couple minutes here at the beginning of our practice to start to tune in. You start to be more aware of what's happening inside and starting to slow down the day while truly being in the present moment. If you can, close your eyes. If that's too much, just lower your gaze. Notice your breath as it comes in and take an exhale and sigh it out through your mouth. And again, you'll do it through your nose and sigh it out, exhale through your mouth. And then next time, just seal your lips and continue to breathe in and out of your nose. Notice the air as it comes all the way in and as it flows out. Maybe what nostril the air is coming in. It changes throughout the day. Throughout the day, notice, be present with where it's at. Your mind is going to wander, but try to be engaged with your breath. So acknowledge where the wandering's going and then bring it back to your breath. Let's take a couple moments in stillness and in silence, simply just to be. We tend to have attention spans as big of a goldfish. Our minds jump, jump, jump. And that's totally okay. In our yin practice and right now, just by focusing on our breath, we're able to help slow down, maybe limit the amount of thoughts that are coming, but truly staying present in what we're feeling and in our breath. Just a little bit longer here. Just by sitting here with our breath, we're doing yoga. In fact, this is a traditional way, and a way a long time ago they did yoga was just simply sitting, staying with your breath in the moment. Today we're going to move through some postures, some poses. You might need to adjust, but we're going to start to work our connective tissues. And to do so, we need time, compression, and stillness. They're all meditative postures and poses. So throughout this practice, continue to come to your breath. When your mind wanders or you feel a little bit sensations, aware of it, acknowledge it, and then come back to your breath. Take your legs and widen them apart. Take the bottom of your right foot and let it come to the inside of your left leg. For some, this might be just enough of sensation. Gravity just pushing down on the legs, feeling your inner thigh, your hips open, and noticing your sit bones. Maybe stack your spine and tuck your chin. If it's hard to work your neck, you can always keep your chin up and just lower your eyes or close them. Otherwise, you have an option if it helps to with a little bit more lean or tilt to maybe a blanket under your sit bones, you can. If you need anything to help underneath a knee, an ankle, a foot, feel free to soften anything if you do need to with what's touching the ground. Inhale, let's elongate our spine and reach your arms up. And then slowly start to turn towards your long leg. And exhale, let your arms and your upper body just see where it lands. There's no need to grab anything. In yoga, like life, there's a time to hold on and a time to let go. And through our practice today, you're going to find there's a lot of time to let go. You might start to shift around a little bit. And then take another inhale to see if there's anything you can elongate. And on an exhale, can you let anything go and let your breath start to form your pose a little bit more. And now start to bring your awareness to everything that's happening. Awareness to your foot, your calf, your hamstring, your quad, and start to turn off your leg. It might fall to one side or another. Let your upper body just hang heavy. Let your shoulders round. Your chin will tuck. Your spine elongates. And again, it's not about how far we go over. You might not even bend over that much. It's about noticing sensations and finding a point where you're aware. And there's a little bit of, we call it the Goldilocks approach, not too much, not too little, but you notice that sensation, but you're like, I can work with this. It's a little keeping me focused, and find that point. Continue to stay with your breath. your mind has drifted, come back to your breath. And bring your awareness back to your legs. In fact, some of you might already have your awareness there. You'll notice what's opening up, elongating our fascia, running all over the back of our legs, maybe the front, but maybe you're noticing a little bit more behind the back of your legs, your hamstrings, your calf areas. Try to let go of any muscles. Acknowledge the sensations you're feeling. There is that little bit of edge sometimes. Just like in life, even on our mat, there's sometimes those little edgy points, and it's just a reminder to come back to our breath. Maybe send our breath there, acknowledge that, and then not hang on to it. Everything's impermanent. We won't be here forever. Slowly start to walk your hands towards your hips. Start to stack your spine back to center and just pause and hold. Maybe if you can, keep your eyes closed and notice sensation. Notice what's happening inside. Even in all that stillness we had, so much was happening, and now you feel the rebound. Habits, our routines, our behaviors we do over and over, all from our subconscious mind. We know that it's time to go to the other side. So habit-wise, we'll just switch our legs because that's what our mind is telling us to do. We need to even out. We've done this before. Habit, here we go back. But now take that pause with the conscious mind. Take a look at your leg. Take a look at where everything is landing. Bottom of your foot in. This is a different side. It could feel differently than the other one. So don't let your subconscious mind just say, go to it. Be in the moment. What do you notice? Can you let your long leg just go? How's the compression in your leg that's bent? Do you need to put something under your knee, or are you okay? Start to elongate your spine, and again, maybe this is enough. Just let everything go. Maybe you tuck your chin. Otherwise, you'll inhale, lift your arms up, elongate your spine. Take a turn to the side, and then let your upper body just melt over. Chin will tuck. Try not to hang on to anything with your hands. And then start to scan your body. Let your calves, your hamstrings, the whole back side of your leg relax. Your knee might drop one way or the other. Maybe it stays the same. And you start to feel lengthening right away. We try not to be reactive to that. We accept what's happening. And then we start to come to our breath. And with every exhale, we let go a little bit more. And we let our breath continue to form our posture. And take any last minute shifts you need. And then find your stillness. 40% of things we do are driven by our subconscious. They're habits. We move through the day with all of our habits because it saves our mind energy just to go through the same process. It knows it. We get up, we brush our teeth. Do the same things over and over without even aware of it. Maybe start to think about those habits, and maybe the habit is we hold these postures. Maybe there's something we continue to do. Maybe we're clenching our jaw without even realizing it. Let go. Relax your jaw. Relax your shoulders. Continue to be focused on your breath. Even in stillness, things are happening, lengthening our fascia, our soft connective tissues. When it gets a little edgy, send a little breath to it. Continue to see if there's anything you can let go. We won't be here much longer. If you can continue to keep your eyes closed or your gaze lowered, start to walk your hands towards your hips. Come back to center. Elongate your spine and stay with your breath and hold still. And notice all the different sensations, all the different feelings. Maybe a rush of energy comes up towards your head and then comes back down, your prana. When your body feels ready for some movement, feel free to bring your feet to the mat. Both bottoms of your feet touch. And then let your hands come behind you, your fingertips pointing towards your hips. And then squeeze your shoulder blades back just to open up. And then take a couple windshield wipers. If there's something else calling to you for some movement, feel free. But just adding some movement, still aware of our breath. Once you're ready, come back, find your sit bones, and let your legs come out long. Elongate your spine this posture here, we're going to be doing a little tilt forward, a little bit more straight. So for some people, being right with their sit bones on the mat is perfectly fine. For others, if you need to roll up a blanket or your mat just to give it a little lift, or even the option to sit on a block, that will just help give a little lift forward to add a little more compression on the front side of our body. Staying straight up, noticing your sit bones, let your legs melt into the ground. Let them become heavy. Scan your legs and let all the muscles go. Your knees might open up one way or the other. Stack your spine. For some, this might be enough. Just to hold here, and you can have your hands down and just relax and drop your shoulders back. And if you can, tuck your chin. Another option is to inhale, reach up, and then exhale, tilt forward, and then let your arms just graze the ground, maybe the top of your hand, letting your palms come up, and see where you land. Your back will round, your spine will round, your shoulders will come in. Relax your shoulders, relax your jaw. And then let gravity assist you. Let it see if it brings you a little closer, your upper body to your lower body. Don't have to be way over, and there's nothing to hold on. You don't need to grab your feet, your legs. Let them be relaxed. Turn off the muscles so we can truly work all our connective tissues. This is what helps us flexibility. Working our connective tissues, our joints, our bones, our plastic tissues, and of course the flexibility in our mind. Connect to your breath. Continue to let go, to let your breath help form the posture a little bit more. And then your inhale, you notice sensations and feelings. If your mind has wandered, reconnect to your breath. Staying truly present. When we're truly present, we're alive. So maybe in this posture, with your head down lower, you can hear your breath a little bit more, your heartbeat. And you might notice sounds and things around, but you still stay connected to your breath. Stay in the moment. Stay with your breath.
Wherever I heard noise, that's where I went. You're looking through the window instead of looking in at you. And circling down on what comes out of you. Just exploration, you know.
Just a little bit longer here. Slowly start to walk your hands back towards your hips. When you get to the top hold, take your pause. Notice the rebound, all the sensations. Maybe a couple deeper breaths.
It's a little bit abstract when you just walk around trying to think of yourself. And there are no physical parts. You're just trying to grab something.
When your intuition is telling you your body's ready for some movement, you take the bottoms of your feet, find the mat. Fingers can point behind you. And then just push into the mat, a reverse tabletop. Just lift up, open up. We won't be here too long. Your exhale, you push into the ground a little bit more. And your inhale, you see if you can lift up your hips a tad more. Maybe a sway side to side feels good. Forward and back. Slowly we'll come back to our mat. Let's come onto our bellies. Let your arms come out to a T. And take a moment here to notice. A couple breaths. Notice what it feels like to elongate our spine now, letting gravity push us into the ground. We've done some folds, and so now elongate our spine. Straightening it out, letting gravity assist. Try to relax your legs. They might fall one way or the other. Keeping one arm down, take your arm you choose to help move you. So right now I'm going to keep my left arm down onto the ground. I'm going to take my right foot and let it leg just kind of open up a little bit. I feel my hip opening as my knee comes towards my right arm. And take your right arm and start to help bring it towards the mat, that maybe your arm and your leg help tip you back. So you're coming back onto your left side. You're adding compression to your left shoulder. Your hand can be here to help hold you up. Maybe your foot's there to help you hold up. Maybe your leg is long. Maybe it's behind you. Lots of options here. And there's also a lot of sensation that can be felt here. So you want to make sure it's not too little, but it's not too much. The more you lean back, the more you're going to feel that compression on your shoulder blade and opening on the front side of your shoulder. If it gets too intense, you come forward a little bit more. So taking a breath or two to here to find the point that you're aware. It's noticeable. A little edgy, a little uncomfortable, but it's okay. It's not totally pain. There's not pain. If there's pain, you come back forward. Let your head rest. Option to take your hand and bring it behind into a bind. Take a couple breaths to find your posture. And let your exhales help. Your inhales help. Find your pose, and then find stillness. Stay connected to your breath. How we do anything is how we do everything. It's what we are. We're some of all of our actions. How we do things. Maybe how I am, how we are is some of our habits.